Hey everybody and welcome back. I'm Eric for President, and you know the drill, your one-stop shop for 5 VR stories you missed over the past couple days. But first, a couple shoutouts we need to get out of the way. There were so many DMs asking what the headset stands are in the background of my videos, so shout out to Asterion Gear hooking me up with them. Go check them out. I also remember when Sunshard was first shown on Reddit. This is a passionate developer wanting VR to succeed. Congrats on passing 10,000 downloads today for your hand tracking version. As always, links and all sources will be in the video description. All timestamps for all stories discussed in this video, along with the current Oculus Quest headset giveaway instructions how to enter, down in the pinned comments. With that being said, please leave a like to support this video, and let's get right into the VR news. Starting off, where a lot of people think that the Oculus Quest store is slowing down with new releases, the PS exclusive game has ended and it's coming to the Oculus Quest this month. It's a must-play game. Let's talk about it. In Ghost Giant, you are the protector of the lonely little boy Lewis as his invisible friend. Invisible to everyone but him, you explore his world and use your size to help him in the citizens of Sandcourt. Peek into the windows, open doors, and find hidden secrets all around the town for this puzzle adventure. It is a narrative-driven game, and while the visuals and tone can be cheery at the start, this game does not shy away from heavy subject matters, including an exploration into our minds and what can hurt it the most, like loneliness and grief. At the end of the day, this game is about trust and bonding to bring joy back to the life of Lewis and his sick mother. Ghost Giant releases on February 20th, for the Oculus Quest, no PC VR release quite yet. So yeah, let me know what you think. In my opinion, in a gaming library in the Oculus Quest full of shooters, full of rhythm games, this is not par for the course, atypical in a narrative, story-driven game that really tugs on your emotions. I had the honor of playing it on a friend's PlayStation VR, and I can't wait to try it again on the Oculus Quest. Highly recommend it. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think. Moving on to a good segue, let's keep it emotional because I saw a beast of a video that I want to be honest with. It is a mother who is visiting her deceased child in VR, down to every detail of her child. It is an emotionally driven story, has a lot of implications. I'm sorry for the feels, but I'm very excited to talk about this. Posted February 6, 2020 to the YouTube page MBC Documentary. This entire video is in Korean with no English subtitles or translation, but after some research I have a basic understanding of what is going on. The child rendered in this video is a girl who unfortunately passed from illness, and a team for this one-time event created a virtual representation of her. This was not just a mere avatar of the child, but really a focused effort in recreating her voice, her mannerisms, her clothing such as her favorite flip-flops, all the way to the food she liked that she couldn't eat during her sickness. Her mother was then given a VR headset along with haptic gloves and was able to visit her child again, possibly for the last time. The rough translation from something the child said is that she is not suffering anymore and her mom and family should let her go and be happy now. So yeah, I pass this off to you. What do you think about something like this? I know there is a camp out there who is very strong when it comes to virtual beings, that we should let the dead be dead, let them rest in peace and not use their likeness. On the other hand, there's a lot of people who have lost very important people in their life, and it can happen very suddenly, and they don't have the ability to express themselves and get all this guilt, worry, love, hate, get everything out of themselves. And VR in this instance really gives them the ability to do that. So there's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad that can come of it, but it all comes down to your personal preference. One thing I think about is this is a one-time event. They specifically made this for this experience and for this mother to experience her child again after a loss. What if the technology does get to the point where this is much easier to do? Can this be abused? Will it be abused? Everything usually is. At the end of the day though, I think this is a tremendously positive thing. I didn't know a damn word they were saying through the entire video, yet I understand, and it does hit hard. I hope to see more things like this, maybe not as impactful to the individual because this is a personal experience, but VR again used for good, like the prison story we talked in the last video. But let me know your thoughts. But moving on to non-emotional news, kind of, the Oculus Quest is gone. It is 100% off the Oculus website. You cannot pre-order either the 64 or 128GB version. Let's review it. Like I mentioned at the time of filming this, and likely while you're watching this video, the Oculus Quest is currently unavailable on the Oculus website. While it's been fairly unavailable on Amazon unless you're willing to pay scalper prices, and also while if you did order from Oculus directly before this, you were waiting on average a month before shipping, this is the first complete unavailability so far for the Oculus Quest. There are still many in stores from time to time, but this has been a persistent topic of if demand is truly this high, are they actually that behind, or is this artificial scarcity? Now, I'm not one for conspiracy theories, so that's not gonna be this video, but let's talk about some of the reasons for the delays. And yes, I will touch on the coronavirus, but it's important to remember that these delays started before the coronavirus, so let's talk about delays before and moving forward what to expect. For starters, before this current delay, the demand could legitimately be that strong. The Oculus Quest, despite its problems, the fact that it is a standalone all-in-one unit is truly the innovation needed for mainstream VR, and maybe this is the sign VR is going mainstream. An alternative option could be Oculus is trying to fulfill more retail orders lately to stock Amazon, Best Buy, Walmart, etc., and slowing down the backlog of direct-to-consumer orders, as a 1-month wait online isn't really the best look. But as we know, probably the most likely issue is production, of course, specifically now due to the coronavirus overseas causing issues to many retailers and tech companies. And also at the end of filming this episode, I've actually had to come back. UploadVR did post an article with a direct statement from Facebook and Oculus signifying that the coronavirus is the main reason that they took down the sales of the 64GB and 128GB Oculus Quest on the website. Now, the coronavirus is a serious topic. It is a true public health concern. It is affecting a lot of people and is very serious. So I am not making any jokes or judgments on the coronavirus being the conspiracy theory for production issues, anything like that. It should be taken seriously, but I pass this off to you and ask the question. Putting aside the coronavirus right now, why were there so many production issues before this? Why hasn't Facebook or Oculus extended their production capabilities? Is this artificial scarcity, or is the demand really that high? And moving forward, what do you think will happen? Obviously, with the coronavirus going on right now causing delays, they're obviously probably not going to be doing any production right now on them, further making more delays as interest keeps building and building for the product. What's this going to do to possible delays in the future? Are they going to be extended? It's a mouthful. It's a serious topic. I hope the coronavirus, everyone involved, is getting better and this is getting better overseas. But again, it's a serious topic. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And of course, with Oculus Quest Update 13.0 rolling out now, there is a reason it rolls out slowly over time to numerous people, and that's because it always can cause issues. Specifically right now with the Oculus Link not working with many, here's a quick fix to solve your problems. With Oculus Quest Update 13.0 rolling out, hand tracking events and many more things have been improved on. The main issue here is that the Oculus Quest update has come out and does not match the Oculus PC software, leading to the Oculus Link not working. To solve many issues, the first thing to do and to try is to go into the Oculus PC software, go to Settings, then to the Beta tab, and toggle the public test channel. This fixes maybe 80% of issues out there. For those still having issues after that, originally found on Reddit by Mr. BMT, but created by Colonel Izzy on the Oculus forums, here is a workaround for the issues introduced. While I will not go step by step, link for this will all be in the video description, but overall one of the encode resolution widths Oculus previously recommended using was higher than that, so it seems that might be why this is only causing the issues for some people. Thank you to Colonel Izzy for your hard work on this. Oculus, of course, is doing their best to roll out updates, but that does have effects on us, and members of the VR community are the ones who solve it the quickest and most often solve it the correct way. If none of these options work for you, stay tuned. If there are any more tips, I will link them in the video description as this video ages. And lastly, I want to give a shout out to another awesome developer of VR who made a game on SideQuest right now with some hand tracking physics that is just a lot of fun and deserves your attention. Mr. Scribbles isn't a physics simulator or art studio. It's a place to relax and create using nothing but your hands. This is in its early stages of a sandbox game using the new experimental hand tracking on the Oculus Quest. You can draw in 3D, create platonic solids, and design orbit systems using nothing but your hands. Use Mr. Scribbles as a way to calm your mind and relax while creating your own universe. It's in my opinion that we have quite a while before an official Oculus Quest hand tracking game makes it to the official Oculus Quest store, but VR developers like this are just using their own time, their own money, and their own efforts to make a lot of things that are fun, and this game worked very well, especially after the current 13.0 update that increased hand tracking. This worked very well for me. Of course, there's some glitches, some bugs here and there, but it's a very fun game. He did a tremendous job and we'll keep updating this game, so thank you, Mr. Scribbles, for making an amazing, fun hand tracking experience. Now that is it for today's episode, boys and girls. Please leave a like to support this video. Please make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon. It's the only way YouTube's gonna tell you I actually put out a video. If you have any time or any spare shekels, join the Patreon online. Everything on Patreon is just reinvested right back to the channel. With that being said, we also have a couple new types of content that I'm experimenting with and maybe rolling out over the next month. Looking forward to that. And as always, I will see you on the next one, VR Space Cowboys.